Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How is it going with you?
Oh, very well, thank you. Anything happening?
A few close calls tonight. That's all I can say.
Yes, well, c'est la vie.
Huh? Look, my advice, dude, is for you to practice up.
Practice?
Yeah! Stop looking so lively and practice the act.
Oh, I'm not quite sure.
Looking dead. Get the drift? Look, I'll show you. There. See? Now you try.
Oh, I don't know if I
Come on! It's Friday night. Get with the program.
Okay. I mean, if you're gonna be of some sort of value, I guess I'll give it a try. I do like to think of myself as a team player, someone who's a calm.
So get with it then.
Okay, here goes.
Or something? Do you understand what's going on here? The idea, dude, is to look unappealing. If you had some kind of defect, I guess that could help.
Defect.
Yeah, like this one guy, Max. See, I knew him. He had this big old growth thing right over here. It was really gross when you got down to it, but the good news is nobody wanted to see that on their plate. I mean, the guy's home free.
What happened to him?
Well, they got tired of looking at him down here, shipped him off to some other tank way far away, but I bet he's still toughing it out. Old Max will probably live forever. Not much luck with the ladies, though. That shoulder thing, the boil, real turnoff. Poor fella. But hey, you can't have everything. But look, this is a serious situation.
Dude, can I call you dude?
Call me anything you want.
I thank you for sharing all of this with me. I really do. It shows a real generosity of spirit, a true comrade and arms approach that is the most refreshing. But my view, as well as I see it, providence is in the fall of every sparrow.
Oh, great. This week's tank mate is a religious nut.
Pardon?
A nut! N-U-T-T-T. Nut! We're playing the major end game here, and you're talking about sparrows. Look, one of those characters walking around out there takes a shine to the way you swing your claw, and it's into the pot. Am I getting through?
We are talking about life and death, correct? That is the metaphysical question at issue here.
The meadow what?
You know, I suspect we got off on the wrong cloth. My name is Lobster Joe, Sif. But my friends call me Lobster Joe. And you would be?
Zach. Lobster Zach. But
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Lobster Zach. Now, about this situation, you're
I'm
positing...
positing nothing. And you won't be neither unless you stop looking so damn perky.
Now, let's be sure we understand one another, okay? You want me to alter my demeanor, is that it? Change my appearance?
Yes! That's what I want. Or Lobster Joe, as he's known to his pals, is gonna end up in a seafood boil. Look, it's Friday night, the big seafood night of the week. You see those menus over there? You know what's on them? Lobster thermidor, lobster Newburn, lobster bisque, stuffed lobster, whole lobster, lobster tail. They're talking about us, pal. We're not here because they like watching us stroll around the tank. No! Any minute now, some guy's gonna waltz up and say, give me that one.
You know, there's something very puzzling about what you're saying.
Oh, it's puzzling, all right, because you're not getting it.
Okay, well, on the one claw, it's true that you have a really good understanding of destiny and the fates. But on the other, while you have the awareness, you really lack the acceptance of reality.
No, I get it. You want to be beaten red lying next to a sprig of parsley and a tub of melted butter. Is that it?
Zach, my friend, take a minute here. Smell the plankton. What are you?
What do you mean, what am I?
You're a lobster, correct? As am I.
Well, give the guy a big blue ribbon. Your point?
And the destiny of a lobster would be,
I don't know.
as the galaxies spin through the universe, as the planets orbit the sun within those galaxies, as the Earth spins.
All right already.
It is the very destiny of the lobster, the very essence of lobsterness, I might say, to enrich the firmament in the only way which we are able. We don't write compositions or play instruments. We don't grow plants or harness the power of the wind and sea. No. Our task, pure and simple, is to make the world a better place by
Being the priciest thing on the menu.
I would say, in our own way, we enrich the earth.
What do you mean enrich? Who's getting rich here? You? Me? The guy that pulled us out of the drink, maybe? Oh yeah, and the character that owns this joint. They're getting rich. Not you and me. We end up on the business end of a fork.
You really do have a them against us mentality.
Because it's them against us.
But they're human, remember? They've got dominion, birds of the air, fish of the sea.
And that makes it okay? What am I supposed to do? Hold my claws out and say, cook me? Where's your will to live? Your fighting spirit. Or are you the kind that doesn't have any?
Well, I've got plenty of spirit. I simply will not stoop to pretending to be dead.
Well, I'll stoop. I'll stoop, all right. Makes more sense than what you're doing. Why don't you just hang a sign on that claw that says, good eating starts here?
Well, it does. Are you aware we have the tastiest meat in the whole
Whoa!
world?
Do not refer to my insides as meat. Enough's enough. You want to be the blue plate special? That's up to you. Me? I got other plans. Yeah.
Why am I bothering you?
You're bothering me. Are you trying to go on living over here? Can you get that?
Oh, call that living, do
Are
you?
Yes, I call it living.
Forgive me, but it doesn't look like one would actually do it. One actually had a life.
You saying I got no
I'm
life?
saying, what kind of life is it if it looks like a death? Or to put it another way, if you spend all your time acting like you're dead, what's the point of being alive?
That's a bit of a big question for me to answer. I don't know.
Then if you don't know why, then why do you do it?
Will you stop with the questions? I do it because if I don't, they're gonna put an end to me. They're holding all the cards.
Cards?
All right, tongues then. But anytime they want, they can pick those up, and I'm dead meat.
I thought you didn't like that word.
I am trying to make a point, which you don't seem to get. They're in charge, and they can do anything they want.
Take it easy, dude. Haven't you heard the theory?
What?
Theory about them. Once you accept it, our situation becomes easier to do.
What are you talking about? What theory?
Why don't you listen and I'll explain. Just hear me out.
All right, I'll listen to your redonkulous, stupid theory, but only because I am...
They're in a take too!
What?
They're in a take, just like we are.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see anything out there.
Well, of course you don't. It's much bigger than this whole thing.
Oh, yeah? Well, what's the setup like? How's it work?
Well, as I said, it's quite sizable. The only thing is, we're in a tank. They
But-
don't.
Hold on a minute.
That's not all. We know we have a limited amount of time, right?
Well, sure. Any minute now it can be sayonara lobster Zach.
Get this. They behave as if they're going to be around forever. And then one day, zap.
Zap?
I know, it's bizarre, but they always think it's somebody else's turn, and they never see it coming whenever it's theirs.
Come on, they're supposed to be smart. But, wow, that's pretty dumb. So, do they get tossed into pots of boiling water and eaten with tiny forks?
How silly. The inner's all the same, though. Mostly, they carry within them the seeds of their own destruction.
What?
They do stupid things. Sometimes they invent stupid things.
Like what?
Oh, I have a lot. Like plastic explosives, school admin, gambling, student debt, toxic steak, crack cocaine, thick steak, atom bombs, and much more, and even buzz balls from Dad's garage.
How come they never figure all that stuff out?
Well, that's easy. See, you and I and every other living thing have something they haven't tracked.
What?
Inheritance, basic and ultimate tendency to make a complex, very specific response to environmental stimuli without involving reason.
Could you try using little words?
Sorry, instinct. We have lots of instincts.
And they don't?
Just brains. Lots of brains. The way I see it, there wasn't any room left for instincts after they added in all the brains. You see, instincts automatically tell you many things.
You mean like something bigger is in charge?
Exactly. We just naturally get that.
Huh. Hey, I bet since they got that brain thing going on, they think they're in charge the whole time.
Correct!
So they've got no instincts at all?
Well, there is one major exception. The basic plan had to be altered to make sure there was enough of them to go around. When that happens, their brains shut down completely.
Huh. So they can't think and mate at the same time?
No, it's a physical impossibility. They can do one or the other.
Whoa.
Never both simultaneously.
The screw-ups that must lead to.
Well, as I like to say, the seaweed is always greener on the other side of the lake.
But why do they always end up with the forks and we end up on the plates? Why do humans always get to pick and choose?
You put your claw right on it. They choose, not just us, but they choose everything. They have to decide what to do every day.
So, how hard can that be?
Well, some of them are careless about it and they choose the wrong thing. Some of them are care too much and they don't choose enough. And some of them are just afraid.
Come on.
No, really, Frankie, I'm not sure I like to make all those decisions. With instincts, all we do is rely
Go with
on...
our gut?
You express yourself very directly, Al.
Well, that's me. But I still don't buy that they're afraid. I mean, look at that giant over there. What can he be afraid of?
The unknown, the uncertain.
Whoa. You don't think, hey, what if they're afraid of us because they know we're moving up the food chain?
You mean evolving into a higher life form?
And maybe they're evolving down.
I believe the word is devolving, but I hadn't considered that.
Maybe that's why they put these rubber bands on our claws.
You may have a point.
I got lots of points.
Oh, wait. Then why, since the world has more water than land, and it's our natural environment, then
We could go anywhere.
we've got antennas,
Built-in armor.
tails that propel us 25 feet per second.
We don't need cars or wheels or even shoes.
Without these rubber bands, we could do anything.
The strong.
The invincible,
The
the lobsters.
Woo!
That was rather fun.
Yeah, I thought so. But, could you tell me something? I don't understand how you can look exactly like me and know all this stuff. Did you even come from the same ocean?
Oh, the same ocean. But for a long time, I lived in a Talking Books production studio.
Books? Huh?
No, people read them out loud.
What do they read?
Oh, Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire, Rudiments of Elementary Logic, the King James Bible, How to Organize Your Closets in 5 minutes a day, and How to Lose Weight. People reading books around the clock.
So, what happened?
Well, it was such a thriving business that it got swallowed up by a major corporation and leveraged buyout.
What's a leverage do? Never mind.
Yes, well, unfortunately, pour moi. It was a dude talking books and moi, seafood brasileiro.
Huh. Not break, buddy.
Oh, it's just another turn in life's endless maze. YOLO.
What's that? What is that?
It was found in a scroll in a jar in a cave near the Dead Sea.
Huh. Well, all I can say is I've never met a lobster like you before. And, you know when I said you were a nut? Yeah, a nut. But just because you wouldn't play my little dead game, I'm not sorry about all that. I
Oh,
didn't
it's
mean it.
so okay. Really, really, really. You know, before anything else transpires, I want you to know I've truly savored our time together. You really are a superlative, benthic creature.
Gee, thanks. What the hell is a benthic creature?
Sorry, bottom dweller.
Well, I say you're a pretty terrific benthic creature yourself. And I still think it's crazy
What precisely?
that humans think they're the cream of creation. I mean, look at that person with the long hair over there. You think they're gonna conquer the world anytime soon? And look at you. I mean, I bet you got more brains in your swimmerette than they've got in their entire body.
Well, I must admit, it is something to contemplate.
Speaking of contemplating, you ever think we're gonna,
Evolve.
Yeah. Also, what was that thing you said before?
You mean YOLO?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, I think it means our beginnings are known and our endings are uncertain. Most creatures don't know what came before, what lies ahead.
I think I get it.
What is it, dude?
Well, I said, when the time comes when we turn the tables on them, we're gonna need a heck of a lot of rubber bands.